Alright, Pixel Andy is ready. All players, countdown from 3, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There we go, they're off. That begins officially the September Brawl Championship. We have Jake versus Scamper on the left side, and on the right side we have Andy and Chong. Jake is the 1 seed in the tournament, Scamper is 16th, and Andy is 8th, and Chong is 9th. So, yeah, this is the first matches here. So far, everybody, except for Scamper and Chong, off to clean starts. But, you know, Scamper is the most dirty one right now. Jake is clean. He's going to get 2 Tetrises, while Scamper's going to have to burn a few more lines. He's going to have to take a triple there due to a hole in his stack. Alright, so Jake out to an... Actually, never mind. Scamper going to get a dirty Tetris off of one row of garbage, actually. So he's going to maintain efficiency. But Jake has absolutely no holes in his stack, so he's in a great position. On the other hand, though, Andy 116, Chong on 79,000, did have to burn a few lines. He cleaned his stack out, opposed to Scamper, who just went up 1 row dirty. Alright, Andy out to a 1 Tetris lead early on, and Jake is behind Scamper, actually. It's behind by about 25,000. Yeah, and the cutoff for the tournament was 900,000 by Scamper. So he is the 16th seed. I think Jake got 1.1 in quals. Alright, so Chong will get 2 long bars, fills in that double well, gets the Tetris, so does Andy. So Andy 190 now, Chong on 173, so this lead is still being maintained by Andy, but Chong will get a Tetris. But he is ahead in lines by 1 Tetris, so Andy's going to get that right back. It's not going to really change anything. Alright, on the other hand, though, we see Jake and Scamper are still relatively close to each other. You know, Jake on 198. Nice adjustment for the L-tuck, actually. That was very nice. Alright, and he is set up for a Tetris. Just waiting on the bar. Oh, he misses that Z-tap to the left, but he gets the Tetris. He's gonna build around that and perhaps try a roof burn here. Oh, he's not getting the most ideal pieces. Gonna get that Tetris. Gonna have to take a triple here. Yeah, he's just gonna burn this down, which gives Scamper the opportunity. He's ready for a triple. Gets the split triple down the left well, and he gets another triple. So, oh no, Scamper with some panic misdrops on the Z piece. So it's kind of gonna be a dig situation for Scamper, which will give some pace back. Oh no! Scamper misdrops another piece. This is going to be detrimental to his pace, so Jake can really build upon this lead he has, while Scamper is going to be burning for a while. Jake going to get another Tetris, though. He goes to 307. Scamper almost adjusts for that long bar. Doesn't see it in time, though. Doesn't adjust, so... Alright, He's set up for a dirty Tetris, actually. Scamper really going in all the way. Just waiting on it, and oh no, Scamper. It's not coming. He's gonna have to burn. Alright, he opens it up. Let's see if he can get it. He gets the dirty Tetris in the center well. So he's at 301 and Jake at 337. Seems Jake hasn't really taken the opportunity, but oh, let's see on the other side now. Andy on 375, he's digging right now, and Chong on 393. But Andy, nice survival. He gets the Tetris. If you didn't know, Andy is a DAS player on level 18, so doesn't start tapping until 19. So that was a nice DAS dig. And Chong, on the other hand, he is in the lead by 40,000 points. So he's currently sitting in a good place right now. He has a clean board. He's cleaner than Andy's board right now. He's dependent on a J. Gets the J piece for the dependency, though. And he gets the Tetris. 451 for Andy, and Chong on 465, so only separated by 10,000. All players have breached the 110 lines checkpoint, and they're about to hit transition anytime now. All right, let's get a score check. Jake on 454 now. Scamper on 342. Oh no, Scamper might not survive that. He's not going to survive that dig with Dash. That is impossible to get stuff over, and he's done. Scamper tops out at 343, and Jake is good for the first game. All right, on the other hand, though, let's change our attention to Andy and Chong, who are about to transition. Andy Tetris is into transition 524. See if what Chong can do. He has one more Tetris available because he has to take a single. All right, gets a nice delayed Z-burn into the Tetris. Transition at 564. And they're off. Andy with a deficit going in the transition. He's behind by about 50,000. He gets the Tetris into level 20, 557. And Chong on 613 gets the long bar to fill in that double well. Andy gonna burn a few lines. He gets that long bar to the left so he can accommodate for the S piece. Gets the Tetris, 587. All right, Chong did have a double well, fills it in with a long bar. Gonna take a few skims here. He's waiting on that long bar. There it is. And another one for Chong. Goes at 673. Andy at 616 now. We're both on level 21. Andy is 2 lines ahead. He gets the Tetris into level 22, 643. But Chong on 702 still has one more line left on level 21. So Chong is playing way more efficient than Andy right now. Well, not way more, but like he was playing. But he did have to burn this down a bit. All right, Andy gonna take a double into a Tetris, 702 now. But Chong does have one more Tetris on level 22, so he's still playing efficiently as opposed to Andy. All right, on the other hand, we got game 2 started on the left side here. Scamper already starting out in a bit of a situation. All right, but he gets that L piece to deal with the dependency, and that long bar will work very nicely. All right, on the other hand, though, Andy 762 and Chong on 774, both on level 24, though. So not many lines separate them. All right, let's see. Andy with a nice double well. Oh, he creates a J dependency. Oh no, he cannot use that long bar, but he uses the next one. Tetris is 803 into 25. And Chong on 806 on 24, but yeah, he's gonna have to burn a few lines here. Oh, nice T-piece for that double. Opens up all the holes, not a single issue on his board now. All right, Tetris for Andy in the 26, 867. 899 now for Andy with another Tetris. Chong is behind in lines, gets the Tetris, 856 into 26, so Andy is now in the lead by efficiency, as Chong did have to burn a few lines here. Okay, a little score check on the left side, though. Scamper 65,000, Jake 146. All right, back to this right side match here. This is an epic ending. Let's see who can win this. Andy gonna have to take a few burns here. This could be detrimental, because Chong does have a clean stacky. Tetris is 901. Andy on 916 now. Oh no. This is going to be a close one. Andy not going to be able to max out, but Chong is still able to get a max out here. And we could... Alright, Tetris for Andy, 956. One more available. He can get a max out if he plays in kill screen. And oh no, Chong's board. Oh no, Chong's board is very bad right now, and Andy kill screens 993, and Chong can't get the Z piece over. Oh, no. What a great ending! If only Chong didn't have to dirty up his board, he could have had a chance there. But yeah, unfortunately, he had to ruin his stack, which caused him to burn, and Andy is gonna take game 1. Alright, on the other side, we got Jake on 247 and Scamper on only on 152, so Jake is ahead by quite a lot. 270, and it's like a 120,000 point lead for Jake. Alright, Tetris for Jake, 297. And Scamper does have a T-spin set up. Guess the Tetris hits that T-spin, so he is probably going to set up over this one row. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Guess the Tetris. 207 now for Scamper. Alright, Jake is going to get another Tetris. 319. Both players stacking cleanly, but Scamper does have that one line at the bottom. Oh, he could have gotten Tetris ready, but he gets that next Tetris, which is a perfect transfer to open up that hole. So he can now deal with it very cleanly. Alright, T-piece comes, he tucks it in. There we go, Scamper back to a clean stack. Doesn't have any issues now. Alright, in the meantime though, Jake still playing cleanly. Gets the Tetris. 389 for Jake now, and Scamper 256. Tetris is now 279. Alright, there we go. We got game 2 of Andy and Chong on the right side now. Alright, Scamper gonna have to take a few skims. He's getting a bit high. Oh, he creates a hole in his stack. S piece and oh, he takes the split double and he gets the single. Alright, he would really like a long bar right now. He gets it. Tetris for Scamper and another one. 316 for Scamper and Jake on 428 now. Alright, here we go. Transition was looming for both players. We got, oh, Scamper now. Oh no, Scamper's bored. Very dire situation. Oh, okay, nice adjustment. Okay, keeps that center well open. Oh my gosh. Okay, Scamper almost succumbing to a top out there, but alright, he survives. Alright, on the other hand, Andy on 76,000, Chong on 120. Gets the square tuck. Both stacking very cleanly. Alright, let's focus on the left side again. Jake, one Tetris away, so is Scamper from 19. Alright, Jake would really like a long bar here. Scamper transitions 374, and Jake at 506, so nice lead for Jake. Oh no, misdrop! Misdrop on the L piece. He can definitely get out of this though, as he is a hyper tapper. Guess the Tetris. 535 for Jake. Alright, yeah, there we go. He's gonna survive that quite nicely. And oh no! Oh no, Scamper really on the long bar. He's holding out. He's not getting the long bar. And he tops out. Scamper is done at 401. And Jake is gonna take the game 2. GG. Yeah, that's an unfortunate top out for Scamper. Was going pretty good until he got himself in a really scary situation and didn't get out. Alright, 3, 2, 1 Tetris for Scamper and Jake. Alright, in the meantime though, Chong is on 290 and Andy on 263, so pretty much equal paces for both players. They're both on the same line count now, and they're only separated by about 4,000. So Andy is playing slightly less efficient, but it's not really that much separation. Alright, Tetris for Andy, 310. And Chong, depending on a J, gets it and bangs the Tetris. So does Andy, 332. So just to recap here, we got Jake 2-0 lead on Scamper, and Andy is up 1-0 on Chong. This game is crucial for Scamper. Alright, and Andy, oh, he does not see that T coming in time. But he does get a nice combo of an L and a T to tuck in. Alright, yeah, there we go. He's fine again. Scamper is set up in column... No, Chong is set up in column 2. Alright, Chong gonna get that Tetris. So is Andy. So far, Chong and Andy are just trading Tetrises back and forth, but Andy is 5 lines behind. Alright, a score check here in the beginning. Scamper 79,000 and Jake on 104. Scamper sticking with the center well, and he gets a nice line spin, but it's an interesting placement of that L piece. Yeah, there's no like great place for that L piece. I did not see it. All right, yeah, as we could tell from the last game of Andy and Chong, they're both capable of scoring high in competition, scoring double 900Ks last game. So let's see. You never know what can happen this game. Andy on 461 and Chong on 445. They're still really close. All right, Jake gonna get a split triple here. He's gonna burn his stack down. 205 and Scamper on 161. All right. Oh, Andy gonna set up a delayed J burn. He would really like a T piece. And he's not getting one. He's dependent on a long bar now. Oh, Andy. Okay, nice timing. Gets that long bar for the split double. Gets the Tetris. 535. He has two more if he doesn't burn a line, but he might. Yeah, he's gonna have to burn a line. Doesn't get that J in time. Okay, Chong still has one more Tetris available. Andy transitions at 561. Chong transitions at 562. Could you even think of a closer game here? Only separated by 1,000 points at transition, but oh no, Chong is setting up some dangerous dependencies. Oh, he's gonna set up a long bar dependency here. Okay, he's gonna take a delayed burn. Smart decision. Not gonna hold out for that long bar. And all right, Chong is surviving, and he opens up the well. Chong is gonna survive if he gets this long bar here. Oh, he's not getting it. Chong just not getting this long bar to satisfy himself after this digging. There it comes, Tetris for Chong. 604 and Andy on 672. So here we go. This one, both transitions to level 22. Andy at 700K and Chong on 658. So Chong now falling behind due to that dig he had to do in the beginning of 19. But he still has plenty of time to catch up. He has, He has 60 more lines to catch up before kill screen. All right, so yeah, both on definitely the Tetris rate you want for a max out. So could see some more high scores if this goes to kill screen. And Andy, depending on an S piece. Oh no, he 2 hertz is the S. Andy in trouble, but he gets the Tetris to survive. All right, Andy now gonna have to do some burning. But Chong is clean, so he can continue to score while Andy is in a situation. He's depending on J. Gets the J. Would like another one for that second dependency. Okay, nice converting that dependency to an L dependency instead of a J, just in time for the L piece to come. All right, Andy is getting out of it, but Chong is on 843. He now has the lead on Andy, who's on 810. All right. Chong transitions 26 at 883. So definitely a solid score, but Andy transitions at 821, so he is falling behind right now. Right, on the other hand though, Scamper and Jake about to transition. Jake gets 523 and Scamper on 480. One more Tetris available for them. No, one more Tetris available for Scamper, yeah. Tetris for Scamper, 505 transition, so both players on both games on 19 speed now. But Andy, 890 and Chong on 958. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be possible for Andy unless he goes perfect and Chong has a mess up here. Chong gonna get 828. There's room for 2 more if he doesn't burn. Chong going all in here. Let's see if he can get these 2 last Tetrises. And oh no, Scamper tops out 505. Jake is good for this. He wins with a sweep. And Chong, oh my gosh, can he get the 1.1? And Chong, oh no, Chong tops out 899. And Chong cannot 1.1, but he does take the game. Okay, Jacob's gonna take the game in a sweep. So now we have our game between Andy and Chong. Focus on them, as Jake will be moving on to the quarterfinals to face the winner of this game. Alright, so we got a ready from Andy, a ready from Chong. Here we go, we got the two-person layout now. The final red bracket round of 16 match. So let's go ahead and give them the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, thank you for the raid, Blogmeister. We got the final red bracket round of 16 match. We got Pixel Andy and Chong. We got Andy on 24,000, takes the double into a Tetris. And all right, as you can see, Chong is Chong did score a 1,000 point off a 1.1 that past game. So that's pretty sad. But you know, that just shows how Chong is very well capable of scoring high scores, and so is Andy. You know, both of them having a 1.2 really just allows them to push the limits. And oh no, Chong, early misdrop of that square. An L piece would really work nicely, you know, but he's not gonna get it. Alright, burns a T single and then gets a Z. Oh, okay, he does not go for the Tetris. Yeah, that would have been an extremely aggressive Tetris. And alright, so Chong now setting. Is he setting up? Okay, no, he's not setting up. Alright, it's gonna take a double. So Chong now in danger. Oh, nice adjustment for that J piece. And he's almost. Oh no. Okay, he's out of it. And set up for a dirty triple and gets the dirty triple to escape. But now Andy is very far ahead. He's at 173 and Chong only at 100k. And he is ahead by 6 lines, so it's going to be rough for Chong to catch up. Because Andy has just been playing very cleanly and you know, he hasn't really made a mistake yet. And oh no, Andy gonna have to set up a delayed burn there. He didn't get many pieces for his left side, so he's gonna just put some pieces over the well while he waits for pieces to fill in the left side. And there we go, bang Tetris for Andy. Back-to-back Tetrises actually. Gets 2 long bars at the perfect time, so he can get 2 in a row. And Chong on 150, so he is behind by 100k now. It's gonna be a rough time for Chong. But you know, there's plenty of time to catch up before transition, so you know, Andy, all it takes is for Andy to make one mistake and it'll be burning and Chong could catch up. Yeah, Andy is a tapper. Andy is a tapper. Alright, Tetris for Andy, 317, and Chong on 201. Alright, so Andy now building on his left side, waiting on this long bar. Chong also taking a few skims to wait for it. Oh, quite aggressive placement on that J piece for Chong, but he gets the Tetris. Oh no, Chong cannot get that T piece over. He's gonna have to burn lines now. Does create a hole in his stack. And that is gonna be unfortunate as he's gonna have to burn some lines here. Alright, square piece will work very nicely, but alright, he does not get it, so he's gonna have to. Oh no, Chong, unfortunate, did not see that adjustment in time. I don't blame him. That would have been a very, very fast adjustment if he would have done that. But you know, unfortunately, he's gonna have to burn some more lines. Takes a nice triple though. Alright. And Chong almost out of it, but Andy is gonna hit 100 lines at 359. So he isn't doing as good, but oh, never mind. Yeah, he was behind. He was behind in lines on Chong. So actually, it's an 80,000 point lead. Chong does not have a doesn't have a tall left side, but he does get the J piece to really take a sigh of relief. All right, Chong wisely does not create the dependencies here. Gets the Tetris. So does Andy. 410 for Andy now. Gets another Tetris. 432. Chong on 355. All right, nice adjustment for that S piece. All right, here we go. About to transition. And both players looking very clean right now. You know, ready to do some 19 play here. All right. Oh no, Andy getting a rough sequence here. He's not able to Tetris, but he's gonna have to take a triple. And Chong will transition 406. So Chong is lagging behind, but Andy did have to burn a few lines here, so he did sacrifice some efficiency. 464 transition for Andy. And now Chong does have a 2 hertz tap on that square. Oh my goodness, he's gonna resolve that very nicely. Only like a J piece. Oh no, it comes. Oh no, Chong is in trouble. Chong in danger. Oh no, Chong needs a long bar immediately and cannot get it over. Chong, he's done. And Andy's gonna take the game. He's ahead in score. And Chong is ready. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, this is gonna be perhaps the final game if Chong loses this one. Chong really needs a win right now, or else he's gonna be eliminated by Andy. Wants to bring it to a decider, but Andy just wants to end it here. Doesn't want to give Chong another chance. Alright, so here we go. Chong gets the Tetris, 45,000. So far, both are playing perfect until Andy S-flats. So he has to burn 1 line. Oh no. So it's going to be an insurmountable pace lead now for Chong. Okay, laugh. But, you know, Chong also has 1 burn line, so... Alright, so far, both players playing very clean. As you can see, yeah, I don't think we've had a single early top out. Yeah, we've not had a single early top out in this game. So it's very intense. Alright, oh, nice OJ tuck from Andy. Get the Tetris 139 and Chong it's not adjust for that J piece in time, so it's gonna have to burn a single. You know, it's not that much, but you know, could have adjusted. All right, he's gonna create that JL dependency, just waiting on it to come. So he's gonna set up a delayed burn, and he's not getting it in time. Covers it up right when it comes. All right, and Andy is once again open on the right side. 173 for Andy, 173 for Chong. Wow. Again, extremely neck and neck, if you would like to say it that way. All right, so we got Chong doing a few burns here. Fills in that left side and gets the Tetris. Yeah, and Andy is playing very clean right now. Besides one, actually, now that I say that, an L and a J dependency, and now a long bar dependency. And yeah, Andy really would like something here. Oh, he does not feel in that J dependency, but he instead builds out his left, which is also pretty good. And okay, he's gonna get the Tetris. 268 now for Andy. All right, so now Andy fills in his double well with a long bar with like a J right now. It's not coming, and oh, Chong in a situation. Oh, okay, Chong is gonna take a delayed burn. Yeah, smart decision. He's getting up pretty high, and oh, Chong, interesting decision for that J piece. Covers up that hole that he had. Okay, but he is getting out of it, and oh, he creates a long bar dependency. Just needs one long bar here, and he gets the long bar. All right, that was crucial, but Chong is really struggling right now. Oh, but he gets that. Okay, he gets still to get out of this. Oh, Chong really would like a long bar here right now, and it comes. It's Tetris for Chong, and he, oh no, he covers it up. That's might be it for Chong actually. Looked like he was gonna survive, but oh no, Chong tops out at 286, I think. Yeah, Andy definitely took that game. So GG's. Unfortunate.
Alright, there you go. Both ready. Counting down 3, 2, 1, and Tetris. Alright, so both players starting out now. It's going to be a pretty interesting matchup because Jake is a very fast tapper, so he can play 19 really well. And Andy also, he's a pretty good tapper, and he is known to have pretty good stacking because he was a DAS player before, so let's see what happens. Jake already having to cover the well right in the beginning, not getting any good pieces for that, so looks like he's gonna have to do some delay burns, but then he gets the Tetris after a few lines of burning. Andy as well already has the Tetris down, so he is waiting for another one and gets the next Tetris, so Andy's up by a little bit. Jake fires right back with another one, so they're pretty neck and neck right now. Andy gets another Tetris, and Jake's building up the left really high with those squares, and he's kind of gets some piece from the middle, but he fills it in nicely, so gets one more Tetris. Both these players are just trading Tetrises. Looks like Jake sets up a long bar dependency in the middle of a stack, just waiting for a long bar. Gets the long bar to fill that in, so stack is back in order. And Andy also having to do a bit of burning on the right side, so he had to cover as well. But he opens it back up, but sets up another LJ dependency. Ooh, and stacks those squares high on the right. Like, opens the well. If he gets a long bar here, should be fine. And he does. He gets a long bar, so what could have been a sticky situation turned out fine. Jake also gets the Tetris. He's up by about 20,000 points right now. Jake is at 145,000 and Andy's at 124,000. Jake, once again, another Tetris. And Andy's just waiting for his right now. Getting a bit shrouded, but finally gets it. Knocks it down, so Andy is trailing a bit behind Jake in both score and lines, but he's just trying to build up his stack. He's getting droughted a bit more than Jake. And he gets another Tetris and goes back to neck and neck with Jake. But Jake fires her back, gets one more. And he doesn't have the cleanest stack right now. He's going to need to get something from the middle, but get some nice L's and J's. Fill in those dependencies real nice. And then fires back with a Tetris, but so does Jake. 250,000 for Jake, 245,000 for Andy, so only separated by a few thousand points. It's a pretty close match so far. Andy looks like he's setting up for a column 2. This could be dangerous, but as you know, center wells are not good. Usually end up burning more than you score, but it's lucky with a long bar, so you can burn it back down, transfer over to a regular column 10 Tetris well. Jake knocks down a Tetris, goes up to about 300,000, and it's another one, 320,000, and he knocks him down, goes up to 294,000. So Andy's just behind by Jake by a tiny bit, so nothing yet he can't make up. And about halfway to transition right now. Both players are on pretty good score. They're doing pretty good tournament pace. And they know they got to keep up the pace against each other. And Jake with a tiny miss drop, but he does some nice tucks here to clean it up. So that was pretty good cleanup from Jake. Could have been a few more lines if he did some different moves there, but solves it pretty efficiently. And then scores another Tetris, goes up to 390,000. While Andy is just has a few less long bars than Jake, but he's still at a pretty good score at 365,000. And let's see, Andy's building up pretty high. He's still getting droughted actually. He hasn't gotten a long bar in a long time. Sets up a long bar dependency on the left and covers the well. Unlucky, so gonna need to do some more burning on the right side. Jake though, he's also not getting the long bar, having to do some burns of his own, but finally gets the long bar. And yeah, this is his chance to really put some score up against Andy and keep his lead. Ooh, Jake with some interesting placements there. I need to do some tucks. Alright, he spins that L there. It's a long bar for the center. Now, just a few more burns, he should be out of it. And Andy finally gets a Tetris after a lot of burning, so Andy's pace has slowed down considerably since the beginning of the game. But yeah, he did get a pretty big drought there, so that contributed a lot to that. And let's see, Jake almost at 500,000 already, and Andy at 450. So Andy can get about a 500k if he gets 2 more Tetrises. Jake can get about a mid 500, gets 1 more, which he can. He sets up a vertical line bar tuck, and he's gonna get the long bar for it. So nice job from him. Slams the Tetris into transition. Andy transitions at 500k. Jake at 560. So Jake at a pretty good lead right now. 60,000 points ahead. So let's see. Jake knocks down a Tetris on 19, goes up to 585. Andy gets one too, goes up to 525. So Andy's doing his best right now to make up against Jake, who is a pretty good hyper tapper, can score a lot in post transition. So he knows he's got to keep up the aggression, not let up. Any burn lines are bad, but Jake, ooh, wow, look at that. Calling too dirty Tetris. That was pretty good. And he's smart and knows not to set up the L dependency on the left side. It sets it for a tuck instead, which is a really good move. Which I think I've seen a lot of good players been doing that. It's really good. Andy knocks down a Tetris, trying to get the lead back. He's still back by 90,000 right now. They're about even in line, so Jake has a true lead, about 90,000. Andy could have set for a tuck, but he doesn't do it. Getting droughted, burns, but gets the long bar. Uh-oh, Andy's setting up for a really high Tetris here. If he doesn't get the long bar, this could be bad. Not getting good pieces to burn down. Gets the long bar. Oh, and this isn't good for Andy. He's at 635 right now. Oh, and he can't get anything over to the left, and he's going to be done. Jake, with a very commanding lead, takes the first game. Wow, that's a really good score for Jake right there. All right, 3, 2, 1, and Tetris. So we saw a pretty good first game from Jake. He had the pretty commanding lead throughout the whole thing, and he just had some more droughts and wasn't able to keep up with Jake, especially in the post transition, where Jake went off pretty good. He only had like a 550 transition, but well, would have had a max of 26, which is pretty insane. It's a really good post transition score right there. All right, starting off in game 2. Andy's already knocked down 2 Tetrises. Jake just waiting for another long bar. He's gonna get it. Go to about the same score as Andy at 45,000. And Jake needs some pieces for the middle. He's gonna get one, knock down a Tetris. No problem for him. But he's not getting fortunate pieces, so he's gonna need to set up a lot of dependencies right here. Oh, but he gets some really nice pieces for that. Ooh, these pieces are not good for Jake. There's a nice tuck there, so he creates holes in the same row, which is really what you want. Oh, Jake's getting pretty high here. He's gonna need a long bar. Okay, he gets the T over the left. That's really gonna help him out. Ooh, but 2 long bars in a row and the well is covered. Hate to see it. Oh, and some S pieces that do not come at the right time. Nice O there to open that up the stack a bit. Oh, and another long bar. Did not need that. And he finally gets one when he has the well open. And he's at 100,000. But Andy's still leading. He's the opportunity to really pull ahead of Jake. So he's about 60,000 points ahead of Jake right now. Yeah, Jake knocks down one more. He's building on row 2, so he knows he's got to keep the efficiency. So it's the Lombard dependency. He's going to wait for the Lombard. I'm going to try to burn it down as much as possible, though, in anticipation of the Lombard. Right? There you go. Does get the Lombard from the middle. Now just needs one more, and he's going to get it. But Andy, he's on really good score so far. He's at 200k at 40 lines, while Jake is about, he's a few lines ahead, about 10 lines ahead, and he's still behind, so Andy's got a pretty good lead right now. Andy's going to knock down back-to-back Tetris, so nice job for him there. Keeping the well accommodating, or keeping the board accommodating, and the well open. But, ooh, Jake, nice tucks there, though. Board is not what you want to see, especially when you're down. He's gonna need a nice Lombard to fill in to the middle. He needs one more to burn it down. He's gonna get it. He's gonna burn down here, just keep going. Looks like he's gonna keep going. You notice that he can't give up too much pace to Andy because he's already got a pretty big lead. Andy does some burning himself though. It's about at about 288,000. Jake has caught up a bit actually. He's at 260. So he's actually caught up and he's about 2 Tetris behind. So this is Jake's chance. He knows that he's got to keep building up on row 1. If he burns down, I could really make him lose pace that Andy would be using for Tetris. And let's see, Andy keeping up the aggression, not letting up. He's at 357,000, so he's at a pretty good score for 75 lines. Jake had a not bad score himself. Gonna get back-to-back Tetrises. Only about 30,000 points behind now, so this is catching up. But he is he's ahead by a few lines, so he's back and a few more Tetrises. And Andy's at 400k right now at 83 lines. Really good score for him so far. He hasn't really gotten into any situations. He's been taking nice skims, playing as aggressive as he can. He knows Jake is very capable in 19. Doesn't want to repeat what happened last time. Jake just took the lead and couldn't take it back. Jake's at 420. Well, Andy's only at 480, so it's a pretty good lead. Andy covers as well, but he's gonna get some nice pieces to open it back up. And Jake goes for 500k, so it's catching up a bit actually. Andy as well though. He's on a pretty good score so far. Not letting up. Andy's gonna potentially get 600k here. It's pretty insane for him so far. Jake can get a pretty high 500 though, so not bad as well. Ooh. Not good for Jake though. He has to cover the well 1 line before transition. Uh-oh. He's gonna need a Lombard right now. Oh my god, and he gets it over. That was insane. He's gonna burn down now because he knows that he can't play up that high. Andy though, 620. Really good score for him so far. He's only on 19 as well. And Jake's already at level 20. So Jake's gonna need to put on the aggression to catch up to Andy. So yeah, Jake's still building up the center well. He's gonna need the Lombard, but he's not gonna get it. He's gonna have to build on the right side. And Andy's at 700k right now. Jake, way high up. Gets the Lombard over. Oh my goodness. Gets another one for a Tetris. And he needs one more for the center well. Can he complete it? Oh, he's not getting it. Nice delayed burns. Does a chem tuck. Nice T-piece. And then Andy, he's already up by 100,000. And Jake is a level ahead, so Jake is gonna need to put in the aggression. Andy's at 770 right now, and Jake's only at 650. So Jake right now gonna need to burn as little as possible to catch up right now, Andy. But Andy is not letting up. 800k at the beginning of 23. This is a really good score for Andy so far. Jake still building above on row 2. He's waiting for the long bar. Has to do more burning. Gets the long bar. Oh, but Andy is going to do some burning of his own. Can he get the long bar? He gets it over. Burning down right now on the left side. Going to need something for the middle. Gets a nice long bar and some pieces to clean it up. Jake, 24 on 25 already. 800k right now. So he's about 80. Okay, one more Tetris. That's going to make the lead go down a bit. But Andy fires right back. So Jake's at 840. Andy's pretty much at 900k right now. Jake is really going to need to play as efficient as possible if he wants to catch up, because Andy's not letting up. Jake's already on 26. Ooh, that long bar. Setting up the bad long bar parity. He's waiting for another long bar. He gets it. He's filling it in. Needs something for the left side, though. Gets 2 long bars, but he doesn't need them. Can he get one more? Oh, he does a nice little burn and gets another one. Andy right now at 960. Andy can max out in 26 right now. Jake is gonna need to play as efficient as possible if he wants to catch up. Andy's at pretty much a max out right now. Jake's at a 1 away. Jake needs one more Tetris for the max out. Where's the long bar? He's not getting in the long bar, and he's gonna top out at 930 or at 973. And Andy's already maxed out in 27. Andy is taking the game this time. Jake was playing so efficient, but he just could not keep up with Andy, who was playing super efficient as well. That was really insane. There was really nothing Jake could do. He's playing as efficient as he possibly could, especially considering that he was on row 2. Andy can't get the 1.2 anymore, but he can sure get a 1.1 if he burns out of this. Uh-oh, not good for Andy. Gonna try and set up a very dirty... Oh, he's not gonna get the Tetris. Could have set up for it there. Is he gonna set up for the very dirty Tetris way up high? Oh, and he doesn't. Unlucky for Andy. Alright, we're going again. So after that second game, it's all tied up now, 1-1. So it was once a best of 5, it's now a best of 3. So Jake and Andy really looking to take this one. Alright, so both players right now getting a few Tetrises. Jake has a bit more burning to do, but he's going to knock down a Tetris anyway. Does a nice trendy T-burn right now, so very pretty even. Andy's just waiting for another piece to set up the Tetris. And he's going to get the Tetris, so it goes to 95. Well, Jake's at 93. A few thousand points separate the two of them. All right, Jake taking the lead by a bit. He's gonna try and play as efficient as possible, because last time he knows on 18 that was not his strong point. He had a good 18, but Andy just had a better 18, having about a 600k transition. Jake trying to match that as well. He's gonna want to try and do that because he was playing really good on 19, but his 18 did not help him out at all. Jake does interesting mid-stack burn, covers the well, but opens it once again, so gets another Tetris, goes up to 200k. He's leading right now by about a Tetris. But Andy is going to get another Tetris. So does Jake. Andy fires her back. Jake's ahead by about 15,000. He's at 230. Andy is at 213. Andy gonna knock down one more Tetris, goes up to 235. Playing pretty clean this game like usual. Don't see Andy having very many mistakes on 18. Since he was a dash player before, his 18 stacking pretty well done. And he still dazzles on 18 a bit, so when he said he could get good transitions without tapping on 18, he means it. He can, and he showed it in the last game. Jake, though, he looks like the one who's taking command on 18. He's up to 324,000. That's 64 lines. And he's also at about 300k, 60 lines. So both players playing pretty efficient at the start of this 18 game. Nice little adjustment from there, from Jake over there. Does a little nice place for the S to fill it in, or the Z. And they're about even in lines right now, but Jake is just ahead in score. He's at about 392,000, while Andy's 332. So Jake just taking the lead in this game. Looks like he knows that he doesn't want to repeat the last game, so he's not doing any crazy center wells. Trying his best to keep the board clean, because really just playing dirty is what cost Jake, and he knows it, so doesn't want to do it again. But he does cover the right side. It's a pretty good amount of Mino, so gonna need to burn that down a bit. Gonna give Andy a chance to catch up, and he does. They're really about even now, so that just those few burns right there gave Andy all he needed to catch up. Small things like that can really cost you. Oh, and just like that, Andy, tiny misdrop, but this could lead to some pretty bad score in the next few lines for him. Jake is going to capitalize on that. Goes up to 435,000, so Andy's got a really high center wall, though. He's going to need a lumbar. Okay, and he knows that he can't keep building that up. He's going to try and maintain the center wall as much as possible, though, and he's going to get it. Goes up to 460,000, so pretty even game right now. Oh, Jake misses the S-spin. And he's going to clean it back up, though. That does cost him a few lines, but nothing too bad. Andy right now, center wall Andy. Going to get the center wall. Luckily, he doesn't have to do very much burning for that. And he's going to clear open the right side if he gets an L piece. But he just uses an S and Z piece instead. Jake, though, sets up a pretty interesting vertical lumbar tuck. He's going to get it. Okay, gets one more lumbar. He was getting pretty S and Z spam there. And Jake, oh, Andy, what is he doing? Sets up a very interesting delayed burn setup. And he puts the lumbar in the middle of the stack, but he now has a pretty high center wall, but he's going to get the center wall. Now he really needs an L piece from the middle. He's going to get it. Jake, though, it's about, he can get 2 more touches. He can go up to 600,000 transition. Andy, though, only one more touch is available. I don't think he's going to get it, though. Andy, this is pretty bad for Andy. He's trying to clear out the middle. Only got 2 more lines. He's going to transition pretty high now. Can he get some good pieces to clear it out? Needs a lumbar right now. Gets the lumbar. And another one. And he got a really high Tetris. And he got bailed with another one for the center. That was really lucky for Andy. So just like that, Andy's back in the game. And he's about 2.5 Tetris behind. So he knows he's got to keep the aggression on 19. Especially since Jake is capable of playing really high on 19. Jake, though, he knows what Andy's capable as well, so he's not letting up. Knocking down another Tetris, going up to 657,000. Andy up at 600,000 right now on 21. Pretty good score, but Jake, 80,000 ahead right now on 21. They're even in lines, but Andy just is not scoring as much. He's really high up right now. Needs the lumbar. Uh-oh, this is dangerous for Andy. Does an S for... Oh, he can't get the T over. Oh, and he covers the well at the wrong time. Oh, and that's going to be it for Andy. Tops out at 600,000. He just covered the well right at the wrong time. And he's going to be done. Jake's already good. All right, starting the next game. So Jake only needs one more right now to continue his killing spree. And he's going to try and go over the money. He does not care about Elo. And let's see. Andy's not started yet for some reason. Not sure why he's not, but Jake is off and running right now. Andy, no. That he's going. Not sure why Andy's not starting. But Jake having to do some center burning. There's an S alert there. Andy finally gets going. And Jake having to do some burning in the middle, so he could set up our center wall here. Waiting for a Lombard to get... Oh man, did not get the perfect transfer. Jake is known for center walls a bit, so he knows how to maintain one, do as little burning as possible. Oh, and he sets up another one for the perfect transfer. Look at that head nod. He knows. He knew what he was doing going for that. And right now, goes up to 100,000, so... he started pretty late, so Andy's score is going to be representative of his pace. So I can just say that Jake's at 124, Andy's at about 50k, but Andy's burned a few lines, about 3 lines so far. Jake burned a few lines as well, but he's got still a pretty good score. Nice open for the well there, gets another Tetris. And he's getting droughted a bit, waiting for the Lombard. Still waiting for... Okay, and he gets it. Gonna do one more burn. It's little adjustments like that. And he could have taken the double with the S, but he knew the Lombard was coming next, so he did not take the double with it. Trying to play as efficient as possible. Things like that these players try to do, and they try to take as little doubles, triples as possible. Only trying to do skims, just so they can keep up with the other player. And he sets up a T-spin. Oh no, that was not good for him. He did not get the T-piece. It's now spiraling out of control. His center is really messed up. Oh, Andy, no. Center is not looking good. He's going to want a Lombard really soon. Oh no, if Andy doesn't get something here. Oh, and he's going to be done. Andy's just soft resets. He knows there's nothing he can do, and Jake's already good. He takes it. And that's going to be it. Jake is moving on to the quarterfinals of the Brawl Championship.